Time for the walk-off. Luisangel Acuna is back in the Mets lineup tonight, playing short and batting ninth. He's looked pretty impressive to me so far, Sarah. What's caught your eye about Acuna's first couple of games with the Mets?
I just love what a player like this brings out in the entire team. We saw Francisco Lindor talking to them before the game when he made his debut. And you've seen countless guys going up to him, having a chat. We saw Iglesias on the bench in that same game. We saw Pete make sure to say something before they took the field. I think a lot of September and the playoff chase is about those intangibles. And I think having a player like this really brings the team together to support him. So I've loved to watch it all play out.
Look, Acuna had an impressive at-bat against Carlos Estevez in his debut. What are things, Zack, that you look for in young players in their first few games?
Well, I think what Mendoza talked about is important. How do they handle the speed of the game at this level, the pressure, especially when you're playing for a team in New York. But in general, when you work in a front office, you should know your prospects better than anyone else, even though, in this case, he hasn't been with the organization too long, but you know what he looks like when he's at his best. And so that's what you're looking for early on. Is he doing the things that he normally did in the minors to have success? And if he's not, then, you want to make sure that there's some course correction that goes on and that you understand whether it's because he's feeling pressure, he's trying to do too much. But those are the things you're looking for early.
And I think it's pretty obvious, at least through the small sample size, that Acuna does not seem to be overwhelmed by the magnitude of the stage. I mean, we are talking about monstrous games. You put him in a pennant race in Philadelphia over the weekend. He has a couple of hits, and I don't know what he's going to be, Sal, as a player long-term, but he's going to have a little bit of a chance here without Lindor for the next few days. Let's see if he makes the most of his opportunity.
Yeah, the number one thing for me that I'm looking at is, does a player look like he belongs? And some guys, it takes a little while, and that's generally the norm, certainly for Mets prospects over the years. Acuna, right away, I didn't know what to expect. He looked like he belonged right out of the gate, and they're going to need it here because certainly they need, at the very least, to play some defense in place of Lindor.